What's up, guys? And what's up, Sussex Squad? Did you miss me? We have so much to talk about. Y'all, Meghan the Markle and I'm sorry, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are on their victory lap. Now, listen, we don't know if Charles is literally gave Harry a half in, half out, or if he's trying to woo him back in. But one thing we do know is Harry and Meghan are stunting on people. They just announced their Archwell website. It has not escaped my attention that on the Archwell site, okay, it's very important to know, on the Archwell site, the Queen's Commonwealth Trust is still listed as what Harry and Meghan, because it's a Sussex thing, they were allowed to use their coat of arms. You guys, a lot happened in that 45 minutes. One of the biggest things that's happened, Charles is coming out and defending Meghan Markle. The palace has actually gone and make an official statement defending Meghan. On top of that, Meghan also announced that one, she is bringing her podcast to Lemonada, okay? And it's going to be more like a variety show. So this means she's trying to launch her whole entertainment. Like, I don't know, like a Kabir. I don't know. I do know it's going to be kind of like the way James Corden show is, but I don't know if it's going to have comedy, but it's going to be a classic, like kind of like variety show style thing. Now, why is that so important? Well, the British press have shown that not only do they not understand American culture, they just don't understand business because they're trying to drag Meghan for going to Lemonada instead of sticking with Spotify, to which I will say this, right? If you can get a deal with Spotify, good for you, okay? But Spotify is definitely on its decline down. Why? Because when you sign a contract with Spotify, you cannot go to any other channels. You must stay on Spotify. It's an exclusive. Lemonada is actually very well respected in the podcasting industry. It's a woman-owned thing, so it's on brand. And on top of that, her stuff can go across all networks. This is increasing Meghan's reach. She also just got featured in an Al Jazeera ad, and you can't tell me that she wasn't paid for that. You cannot tell me she was not paid for that. But more importantly, baby, let's talk about the way the British public, I can't say the public, but the media melted down and was like, why? Meghan's not allowed. Meghan shouldn't be allowed. Y'all, they literally had a meltdown over them being able to use their royal crest. And and you know what? I'm not going to lie. I've been said that when they launched that whole website, even the way they used Prince and Princess Elizabeth, Harry came to some type of deal with Charles. William is either not able, capable, or maybe he doesn't want to work at all. Charles realizes that his slim down monarchy 100% included Harry. So where does this take us, right? Let me just get to my point. Once they dropped those coat of arms, I was waiting to see what happened. I was waiting to see what happened. I was waiting to see if the palace was going to throw them under the bus, because I know that the media has been going in on Harry and Meghan, but most of those people are sympathetic to Kensington Palace, not Buckingham. Kensington Palace. So I was sitting there and I was just like, let me see the way Buckingham Palace handles this, because the way they handle this is going to tell us everything, right? Everything we need to know about if this has Charles's backing and if he's going to come out and try to protect Meghan. If he's going to come out. Now, listen, it looks like they have come out. Now, mind you, when you hear this, I hear peer support. Keep in mind that the people that are hearing this also have been whipped into a frenzy, a bloodlust for the last 3 years about Meghan and Harry are evil. So they have to walk things back slowly, but walking it back it is. Listen to what the palace says. They will not clamp down on Duchess Meghan's use of the coat of her arms. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will not be stopped from using the coat of arms she was issued when she married into the royal family. On their newly rebranded website, The Telegraph understands. An old version of the Duchess coat of arms has been placed at the center of the Sussex new website as they relaunch as the office of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They've been accused by critics of attempting to reassert their royal status by using the distinctive emblem ahead of a mini tour to Canada in February. The site does not specifically mention the royal family in Prince Harry and Meghan's biographies, which total nearly 1,000 words. The couple have also updated their old domain to link to the new site. Again, they linked Sussex Royal to their site. You guys, they are coming back in. And the king is 100% on board. Now, we can talk about whether they should come back in, but at least Harry's coming back in, and the king is son. Why would they link their old site, Sussex Royal, unless it's about to be reactivated? Well, they're going to start posting on there again. They stopped using Sussex Royal shortly after the departure from the UK after conceding that it was agreed that they would not use the word royal for the work. It is understood there have been no such specific agreements about the coat of arms. One source suggested that the palace and Lord Chamberlain's office responsible for such protocol would at one time have clamped down firmly on the use of the coat of arms, but must now remain silent for fear of appearing vindictive. Their hands are tied. Again, this is the palace and Charles 100% supporting Meghan. Let's also not forget he walked her down the aisle. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh my God, they just said it would be vindictive. You guys, when did these people ever cared about looking vindictive? These are people that 2 weeks ago were saying that Lilibet was not real. And even if she was real, neither of the children deserved to use their royal titles. They were having serious talks about stripping children of their royal titles. And now they're saying, well, we don't want to impair vindictive. Y'all, that half and half out thing. Again, I don't know if it's half and half out. I know that Charles 100% not only wants, but it's bringing Harry back into the royal fray. Because why would you link to Sussex Royal? All right. Listen, Listen, Hugo Vickers, a royal biographer, said the use of the coat of arms showed the Sussex are still asserting their royal status. They're asserting it because his royal father is allowing him to assert his royal status. You know what? They just don't get it. And I love that for them. The palace is walking back. Buckingham Palace is walking back all of the vitriol, all of the vitriol, all of the anger, all the hate that they whipped up around Harry. It is Charles's choice that Harry come back. It is Charles's choice that Harry be welcome. Now, why is it? I don't know, but let's say what it is. Camille, and you know how you know the palaces are at war? Because let's look at Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace. Camilla, Tony, and all the Kensington Palace people are having heart attacks. There have been reports that William just needs to get over it. William just needs to get over it whenever it comes to anything dealing with Harry and Meghan, and he needs to put on his big point pants. You guys, listen, something big is happening. The real question is, when and how is it happening? But it is happening. And anyone that doesn't see it, yeah, okay. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.